who's faking rap then?
I mean, people jumping.
Because I think a lot of rappers. I think Drake's real. I think T.I.'s real.
I think
Wiz Khalifa's real.
That's what his life is.
Yeah.
And he raps about all what his life is. People follow him.
Well, there's just differences. There's you sign to this label and you get paid, and then there's like you're out like Immortal Technique selling your own records because you refuse to be controlled by some corporation.
And that's the problem.
That's
There's
the problem.
controlling that corporation.
And then it ain't even like what he likes or what she likes. It's what's making us the money that we're playing.
Exactly.
It's not what you guys like. Well, we don't care what's used.
Artists are like pawns.
If you look at the radio, I mean,
exactly.
you're gonna see 4 or 5 songs with like a techno beat.
Yeah.
You know, back couple months ago, it was all sex songs.
Yeah.
And you know, like the trends are all the same.
It's all the same.
I mean, so
you could hear a song and like you're saying, you could tell when that era was. Like you hear a snap, you're like, oh,
yeah.
that was
And
5
like,
years
they
ago.
don't even
How many
care how
people
that makes
snapping
the
their
artist
fingers
feel.
doing a
Like,
step?
what if an artist is like, oh, why are you playing my song? They're like spitting in his face telling your song's not making enough money, so we can't play your song on the radio.
And it's all about the dollar.
Yeah.
But it is all about the dollar though. So it's like it's being able to market yourself.
It's market manipulation, I think.
But it really ain't
No,
marketing
my
itself.
problem with it though, it goes back to 30 songs a day, the same song 30 times a day, and instead of doing that, if they were able to play as many songs as they want, but they had to put those songs in, they still had control over it. So it's like you had to put, you know, whatever Nicki Minaj in so many times, and Lil Wayne and Drake in so many times, but you gave DJs the freedom to play their own songs too. Then radio wouldn't stink.
Well,
Yeah, but how is that
that's the
marketing
problem,
yourself?
because otherwise DJs have their own artists or people that they work with, and
So
they
more
would
songs.
be putting them on.
I'm saying like more
But that's not a
competition
bad
now.
thing.
Yeah.
There's more competition right now. It's 5 songs competing with each other on the radio versus it should be like 40 songs
Exactly,
or something
'cause how
like
could
that.
I be
Those
marketing
5 songs can still be in there and played a lot, but it should be 40 songs altogether.
Yeah, we got rap.
All right, we gotta take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute.
Now, baby, give me some time. Girl, you know I need it, so I can make up my mind. I can make up my mind, girl. Girl, I came here for you. We can do anything. We can do anything you want to. Yeah. Now, I wanna play with you, baby, now can I stay with you? Promise I'ma do every little thing that I say to you. Make it right, no fuss and fight, and everything is gonna be alright. Oh girl, don't ever doubt me now, my feelings are true. Just believe in me like I believe in you. Each day apart, you put holes in my heart, there ain't no stopping now. We just begun to start. So baby, give me some time. Girl, you know I need it. I can make up my mind. I can make up my mind, girl. Girl, I came here for you. Girl, I came for you. And we can do anything you want to. We can do anything, girl.
Okay, welcome back to the roundtable discussion. We'll talk about a topic that's been talked about before, but I don't believe it's talked about enough.
No.
How do you feel racism exists in society today? Do you believe it still exists, or do you think,
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
without question?
Yeah.
Without question. I got a great metaphor for this right here. I heard this and this is like was like a bomb for me, so I hope you all feel the same way. But it was that back in the day, 30 years ago, people getting lynched, 50 years ago, people getting lynched, black people, you know, dropping the N-word, all that stuff. And it was that racism existed with an iron fist, like with force and violence. And now that there's a velvet glove over that fist. So it's still there, it's still present, but it's just covered up and looks nice. You know what I mean? So it's still
That's
here.
true.
I experience it all the time. You know, I mean, being in real estate and things like that, it's definitely there. I see it hit me in the face a few times. I'm like, wow. Despite being who I am, you know, and people not knowing who I am, it still hit me. So I'm like, wow.
You talking about looking at houses and stuff?
Yeah.
That is-
You know, it's just like
You know what
discriminating and
gets me
things like that.
mad?
It's just
It's about like how black people complain that white people used to call them Brazilian, then they're just calling each other Brazilian every day. That's stupid. Why would you argue about he's calling you, but you're calling your boy that? If it was supposed to be a racial slur, how are you guys gonna make it like a thing to call one of your people. So.
And take the ER off and put an A on it and say it's different.
I think it's a word we need to bury. I mean, if it's gonna hurt the older generation who went through such a time that was so harsh for them, I think we owe them that.
See,
to bury that word.
I think Chris Rock said this in I forget where it was on, but he was being interviewed and he said, you know, you give people, black people, the scraps and they turn it into soul food. It's the same thing with the word. It's like you take this, it's not gonna knock us down. We're gonna turn it and use it as our favorite word, actually. So I kind of get it, and I just don't. I mean, I can't.
That is a way to put it.
It's such like an endearing term. Like it's like a friendly thing, and it's. But
that is a way to
you
put
do
it,
have to earn it. But I would never say it.
No.
Well, I wouldn't.
You know, I've actually had black people come to me. They're like, I don't care if you say it. Go ahead, you can say it. It doesn't bother me.
But it's not okay.
I would never say it because I don't feel comfortable.
See, that's how you feel. That's how everybody should feel.
Yeah, but black people can feel the same way.
That's what I think. Yeah,
that's
that's exactly. Yes, I think they should feel the same way about it. But it's been going on for so long that. Like,
it's just something you can't change.
You're born into it. You're born into it.
It's just something you can't change.
Like if it was brought to like where the people were getting like in trouble for saying it and stuff like that, then it might have been stopped. But
yeah,
they just don't care, so you can't.
You can't because it's
I
against the law.
I want to go back to what Ev said because that, in my opinion, is the foundation of this whole system, right? If it's real estate, because in this country, if your capital, your money, what you fall back on is real estate. So if I live in a neighborhood, and this is real, I'm gonna go off on a rant real quick, but this is like if I live in a neighborhood, I'm gonna have good, like nice real estate, right? My property's worth a lot. I'm gonna have high taxes. I'm gonna have better schools. Let's say, you know, all my money goes to better things, right? So I'm worth more. Let's say you make the same amount of money as me, because you're African American, they take you to a certain part of the neighborhood. They assume you want to live in, keep you over here. So you have less property value. You might lose property value because when you move in, the white people move out. And then your property, my nest egg's going up. I got white people in my neighborhood, things are good. I live in suburbia. You're in the inner city, yours going down. Your schools are gonna suffer, and then when you go to move, your house isn't gonna be worth that much.
That's actually illegal. It's called steering.
It is.
As an agent, you can't.
But it's
do that.
real.
But it's real. I understand.
It's very real.
I just want to bring up that Newport.
Look
I feel
at-
like
there's walls
Newport
here.
is one of the best examples for racism like I've seen. Like I didn't really see it until I started working here.
You don't, because
And,
like,
like,
it's a secret.
You actually don't know because they're actually like black people are all in public housing,
By the base.
all together, pushed away from downtown
Yeah.
Newport, and they're completely segregated. Like I started working here, and I'm like, oh no, racism doesn't really exist.
Yeah,
You know,
not
everyone's
in
cool and everything like that. And then I have the neighbors all complaining. You know what I mean? I have the neighbors complaining because kids were talking outside.
Yeah.
It's like, what, did you have a problem with them talking outside, or did you have a problem that there were black people talking
Yeah,
outside?
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Look
like,
at nothing embodies it better than First Beach. You got First Beach, you got the mansion right there, the hotel, and just like all real nice white people over here. And then it's that wall, and then it's subsidized housing right there.
Yeah.
And people don't go over there. That's why there's a wall. You know what I mean? It's better just to put up a wall.
I've
and
been
not
over
look
there
at it.
once the whole time I lived in Newport.
Right? Because you don't.
And like
Speaking
back on
that's
the real
only
estate
because I
thing,
went over there.
I know like it's a big thing in school now too. Like there's groups like the black kids hang over here, and then they mix in sometimes with the Spanish kids, and the white kids all hang out over here.
Mm-hmm.
And putting it back on the real estate, I remember getting off of my own topic. I was in a nurse's office not too long ago, about a month ago, and she had me fill out a form so I could take medicine. And then she asked me, she's like, you have to write down your address. And then she's like, she said something about living in public housing in Park Home. She's like, you live down there, right? I was like, no, I live downtown in the 5th Ward near Rogers. And she's like, you do? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, and started laughing and said, nice. Like, that's basically me because my skin color.
yeah.
Yeah, and like.
That's another thing because like there's a VIP lounge. I eat lunch in there like every day, and I'm the only black person in there. Like it's all white people surrounding me. It's not a bad thing because I I don't care, but it's just another thing. Like nobody black goes in there.
I think it's just. I'm sorry to interrupt
Go
you
ahead.
because we got to wrap up. I think it's just opening it up to other people. I think it goes both ways. I mean, because I definitely kids here too. They're
That's
like,
true.
They're like white people. They even look at people look at me differently all the time here. I had to earn my spot here.
Same here when I came here.
So you know, everyone
People
was
didn't
like,
even dap me up when I came here.
you know, like don't tell me what to do. You're white.
Yeah.
Like honestly, that is the exact look I get. It's the attitude I got until I earn my spot. So I think it's both sides looking at each other, and it's a fear thing, and it's always been that way since the beginning of time. You fear someone that doesn't look like you.
Yeah.
That's like a nature instinct.
Yeah.
And what we all need to do as people is open up and understand that the person across from you is just another person,
Right.
and not have that hate in your heart towards someone. Now, you know, there's a lot more than that. It's not that simple.
But as
There's a
people-
lot of history
It
and
is
stuff
that
like
simple.
that has put people at. I think it just what black people are most mad about is that they're starting at a disadvantage,
Yeah.
and that there's like
That's it.
well,
That goes back to the real
and that's
estate, that goes
basically
back
what it
to
comes down
everything.
to. So,
They're
so
born to
there should be some
disadvantage.
sort of reparation. I don't disagree with that.
I think I
And
can say
some
that.
sort of
Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I think racism as a whole is ridiculous.